guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here though, welcome. So as you can tell by the title already, this is going to be kind of, I don't want to say huge, but a pretty big collective haul. It is some high-end products that I did splurge on. Finally. You guys know I mainly only buy drugstore makeup, so I did splurge on a few things that I want to share with you guys. And then this is also just going to be some other random stuff that I got from Ulta. So I'm not going to even talk too much. I am having some technical difficulties, actually some major technical difficulties today with my camera deciding it doesn't want to focus today. So hopefully this is in focus. If not, I might be wasting my time right now. So yeah. I have all of my goodies in this little popcorn thing. Don't ask me why. It was just what I had to put it in. So I'm going to start first with the new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Aurora palette. Well, their Glowkit. So their highlighter palette, the new one that was just released, like all highlighty everywhere, because I use this. So this is $40. I did pick mine up from the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, but I am obsessed with this thing. I mentioned it in my previous Anastasia Glowkit review when I did the Nicole Guerriero one, which I'm going to show because I have that one too. I'm obsessed now and I literally want to grow my collection. I feel you guys that have been loving them forever. I'm right there with you now. And I had also been wanting for so long the Moonchild, and I finally just said, you know what? The sisters have to come together. They have to stay together. And this, like I said in my video that I just filmed as well, it's kind of like Aurora's cooler, like cool toned sister. Check out in the description box below or somewhere in the video. I will include the video that I just did reviewing and kind of comparing these two palettes. Also did a video on the Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration with YouTuber Nicole Guerriero. Love this palette as well. This was my first ever glow kit. It's definitely bigger than the other two palettes, but I think, pretty sure they retail for the same price. This one is limited edition though, so I'm not sure if right now it's still in stock, but I have this one too, which I love so much. I'm gonna kind of try to be quick because I have kind of a lot to show, so I just don't want to like linger too much on one product, you know. From Sephora, I picked up a couple of the Makeup Forever, well, picked up a good handful of the Makeup Forever empty metal palettes. I'm obsessed with these palettes now. I have all of the sizes except for the smallest one, which I really want to get, but they're constantly sold out. I have to always do that email me when they're back in stock, and I constantly stock the website for them to be back in. So this is the largest one, and they're really inexpensive. Like I think this one was $14. $14, and you have this super high quality, it's just all metal, empty palette, and it does come with a huge, like a really thick magnet on the bottom. I got these two though because I thought they were going to be automatically magnetic. Like I thought the magnet was so strong you wouldn't need a magnet on your product, but that wasn't really the case. You do, at least the ones that I've tried to put in here, you still need to add a magnet to the back. Like if you're adding single eyeshadows, I still needed to add another magnet, which I thought I wasn't going to need. The ColourPop eyeshadows though, which I'm obsessed with, they plop right in here because those are automatically magnetic. Here is the biggest one. Like I said, I think this one's $14. And then I have the one size down from it. They're the same exact thing, just they have different sizes. So here's the biggest one compared to the size down. I think this one's either $13 or $12. They just go down a little bit in price. And then I have two of the next size down. I just don't have the very, very small one, but these ones I thought would be the perfect travel size. So that's why I picked up two of these, because I want these to stay empty so I can just kind of, you know, like make my customized palette for that specific time that I'm traveling. But this is the one that I really, really like, and I will include in the description box below the exact order of all the products that I mentioned. So this one, if you pick up any when they get back in stock, I highly suggest getting this one because I think this is the most travel friendly size. So here's all of them together, if I can go on the same side. So there's all the sizes together. 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. I literally, my heart stopped when I saw that these Too Faced blushes were on there, because I was literally just looking at these, so sad, wishing that I could pay for them, but I was not about to pay $26 for a single blush. But when they went 50% off, I was like, girl, I'm all up in there. I bought every single color. I have no self-control, and I had been wanting them anyways, so I bought them for myself. This one is How Deep Is Your Love, and these ones are just so beautiful. They do have a mirror included in there, and then the print on these is just so pretty, but they do have like a decoration laid in there. So like I said, this one is How Deep Is Your Love. Then I got this one, which is Love Hangover. I mean, I got every color. Really pretty, like almost like a purpley pink, is Justify My Love. And then there's this like peachy color, which is I Will Always Love You. And then there's this really neutral color, which is just a Baby Love. It's kind of like a mauvey neutral color. And then the one I was most excited for was this really pretty purple, and this is Your Love Is King. So I got all of them because I had been wanting them anyways, and then they were, I think, like $13. So I was like, girl, give me. I've mentioned it in a different video before. I just don't have that many blushes, or at least like single blushes. I have palettes, like not Coastal Scents, BH Cosmetics palettes that I get from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls all the time. I don't have that many single blushes, so I picked up some more. So again, from the 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I felt like this was my opportunity to get some high-end makeup, because you guys know I don't splurge on it. I don't. I picked up the Urban Decay. This is their Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush. I was really iffy about getting these. These were still like $13, $14. They were 50% off again on that sale day. I was iffy about it because I just bought those blushes, but I was like, okay, but I really want these colors too. So I picked up just 2 of these. I had some self-control. Also, I decided later in the day that I was just going to go ahead and buy them, so some of them are sold out. This one is in the color Rapture. It's just a really pretty, it's kind of a shimmery pale purple. I don't know why I've been really into getting purple blushes lately. Maybe it's just because I don't really have any until now. Even the packaging of this is like so nice, the little box that it comes in. So pretty. And then that was gross. I did get the really dark purple because I just had to. This is in the color Bittersweet. So pretty. And they are so soft. Like, look at that. Let me see. Come on. Come on. Come on. I had to. And the last thing that I picked up from the 21 Days of Beauty sale was this Lorac Unzipped palette in gold. I was in Delaware at the time that these went on sale that day, and I missed the rose gold. I'm like still so mad at myself. I missed the rose gold, so I only got my hands on the gold palette, but I'm not too sad because I feel like it would have been nice to have the other palette too from Lorac, but I was not about to pay an extra like $20 just to have it. And I think though this was on sale for like $21. In this box though comes with the behind the scenes eye primer, which is pretty cool. And then the beautiful palette. It does have a mirror on the inside, and then look at that. Such a pretty, just neutral, everyday go-to palette. So pretty, and the payoff of these are so nice. They do have a lot of kickback, probably a lot of fallout as well when you go to do your makeup, but for the pigmentation though, it's worth it. I will do my eyeshadow first and then my makeup. I will do that. A ton of stuff that I got from Ulta. First things, I picked up some of these NYX, what even are these? These are the NYX Ombre Lip Duos. I picked up 3 of these because they were marked down. These are originally $11.99. They marked them down to $5.99. I actually really like these. NYX are some of my favorite lip products. I'm obsessed with them, especially these. I really like them. So I got the color. So I got Hollywood and Wine for $5.99. This is Rags and Riches, which is a really pretty like mauvey, like purpley color. And then I also got Ginger and Nutmeg, which is more of like the brown and like nude color. So super pretty. I really like these. LA Girl Products is now at Ulta. Are now at Ulta. I walked into that Ulta that day, was never expecting to find these there, and I found their display there now. But like basically everything was like gone, at least for the concealers. So I picked up the 3 that I could get my hands on. I picked up, what is this? This is the color Peach Corrector. I did get Cool Tan, which is actually a little too light for me, I think. And then I got the Yellow Corrector. I could just exchange these for other ones, but I'm like, do I want to do that? I might actually still do that, because these aren't really exactly colors that I could use. I feel like the correctors are fine, but at least this Cool Tan, I might exchange this one for a better, it's just the cool toneness, and it's just too light. So but I got these. And I got them because I heard amazing things about those concealers, so I was like, you know what, let me just give them a try. Because I do not have enough highlighters, right? I picked up one of the LA Girl. This is the Strobe Light Strobing Powder. This is in the color 110 Watt. This was the only color I saw there. Super pretty. It's just like a really pretty white, like a yellow white color. It's kind of powdery. Like when they say powder, they mean powder. Like, it's not bad. It's definitely soft, but so pigmented. It's like the same color as this. Like, oh, is it more like champagne-y yellow? There definitely is no room left in my drawer for my highlighters, but we will make room for them. Speaking of highlighters, let's get into a ton more that are actually taking up a ton of space in my drawers. So finally, I picked up the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick. Now we're into the Makeup Revolution stuff. This is the Shimmer Brick. I got this one in the color Shimmer Brick Radiant. I wasn't gonna get this because I usually only buy Makeup Revolution ones, buy one get one 50% off, or like buy two get one free, because I feel like that's the best value and they're already super affordable. Someone on Instagram told me that I really needed to try these out, so I finally, you know, I just took his advice and I was like, let me just grab one and try it. So I think there's like 5 colors of these shimmer bricks, and he was like so right. They're amazing. But I mean, most of the Makeup Revolution stuff I really like. Look at that. This might be my new go-to highlighter. Actually, I might need to put this in my everyday makeup. So, okay. Yes. Ooh. Okay. That's a yes. More highlighters. I have all of their heart versions of whatever from Makeup Revolution now that are on the Ulta website. These, I think, are supposed to be dupes for some of the Too Faced blushes and stuff. But I like it that it was inexpensive. Makeup Revolution is on more of like the drugstore side of stuff at Ulta, so price wise these are amazing. So I got all 3 of the colors. These are just the Triple Baked highlighter. I got this one. It is in the color Golden Goddess. It's just a really pretty like yellow color. Let's try this. Obsessions. Look at that. Oh yes. Then I also got Goddess of Love, which is kind of like a pinky one, super pretty. The last one for the Triple Baked highlighter is the Goddess of Faith, which is just a really pretty like champagne-y gold color. I did get 2 of the Triple Baked bronzers from Makeup Revolution. The rest of this is going to be Makeup Revolution, really. I love the packaging of these though because they're like a gold heart. Love it. I think this is like a cardboard. It's definitely kind of cheapy, and some of these like I need to like re-glue them in. Like they're like falling around, like they might actually like fall out. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this one is in the color Summer of Love. These come off definitely more as highlighters, but like I was trying to say, they come out. So this is the product in just like a little plastic thing and inside of this cardboard. So I do need to re-glue it down. For the price, I think these are like $8. I'm not even gonna complain about that. I'll just glue it back in. But these are super pretty. Like I was saying, these definitely are, oh, this one's more matte actually, because these are supposed to be bronzers. So this one's definitely more matte. This is the Summer of Love. So this one can get away as a bronzer. But this other one, which is Hot Summer of Love, it looks like this. It's like a 3-colored one. Super pretty. But this is definitely more of like a highlighter. And I would actually use this deeper, like really brown color as an eyeshadow. But I feel like if you go in with a really light hand, or if you're darker skin tone, you could definitely use it as a highlighter. I don't know who's going to be using this as a bronzer though. Especially if you mix them all together. It's going to be dark. Are we using this as a bronzer? Because it's nothing but shimmer. Not the bad shimmer though. It's like the wet shimmer. I'll give it that. Then I picked up 3 of the Triple Baked blushers. Sorry if the lighting gets kind of bad. It's looking like it's going to start storming like any second. So this first one then, and these are kind of like that other bronzer. They have 3 different colors in there. This first one is the Peachy Keen Heart. Super pretty pink. And I think this is actually the more matte of the 3. The other ones I definitely want to use as a highlighter instead. Yeah, this is the more matte one. So this is going to be a really nice blush. Probably can't really see it too well. But this one is really the one I would use as a blush. This, again, is the Peachy Keen Heart. And then the other 2 are really shimmery, I think. This one is the Candy Queen of Hearts. When you swirl them all together, they're not as shimmery as if you were to just like pick out certain ones. This one's pretty good for a blush too, though, I'm not gonna lie. I thought there was one that was a little bit more shimmery. I think it was this one. This is the Peachy Pink Kisses. This one is definitely the more shimmery out of all 3. But I feel like No, this one's pretty shimmery. This one I think is gonna have to be a highlighter. Look at that. And so much more pigmented too because shimmer. Some palettes from Makeup Revolution is first this really pretty gold one. This is the Fortune Favors the Brave palette, and I think it says on here by British beauty blogger is all it says. I thought it had a name, but I guess not. But so here is what this one looks like. Again, you have the little paper with all of the names on it, which comes with most of their shadow palettes. So if you lose this, you lose the colored names, which is kind of sad, but still very much worth it. This one has a ton of colors in here. This is one of their only palettes that I feel like has a better variety of colors. I feel like a lot of their palettes, a lot of the colors in there look the same. But still, this is only $15 and you're getting all of this. And then you are getting, I'm trying to hide it though, you are getting a full-size mirror, and it's a really good mirror. Like, it's a high-quality mirror, which is nice. And a lot of their palettes do come with brushes. This one looks like it's probably a better brush than some of their other ones. It's a double-ended one. And they feel so nice. Sometimes it's a little bit hit or miss with some of the Makeup Revolution eyeshadows, but for the most part, I'm obsessed with them. Look at that. Great pigmentation, at least with the finger swatches. And then another palette that I got is this one. Just looks like this in its little package. And then when you take it out, it just looks like this. How cute is that? This is the Unicorn Love eyeshadow palette, and this is actually like felty. It actually looks like little hairs, which is kind of creepy but cute at the same time. But I've been looking at this for so long on the Ulta website, I just couldn't bring myself to buy it. And then when I saw it in store, this was the very last one, I was like, it was meant to be. This one, again, you have that full-size mirror. This I will throw away. This is just a double-sided applicator. Throwing it away, they get on my nerves. Here is the Unicorn, what is this? Unicorn Love palette. So beautiful. Look at that. This blue right here and like this purple. But then you also have a really nice mix of like neutral colors to really make a really nice eyeshadow or eye look. Like eyeshadow look. $15 for this. Yes. Lastly, from Ulta, from Makeup Revolution, this is the Luxury Powder by Makeup Revolution. It's their banana powder. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Ben Nye banana powder, which I still use religiously. Like, that's like the only powder, well, one of the only powders I continuously buy, no matter the price of it, because it's amazing for baking. This one, I decided to try it. It's only $8, so it's literally like a little less than half the price of what I pay for my Ben Nye powder. To me, it's just not really there. I think they did a really great job. They did copy it exactly. Like, literally everything about it is like the same. Like packaging and everything. And they even called it their luxury powder. So, you know, I know the whole thing with Kat Von D and Makeup Revolution, but this is the same thing as Ben Nye. So this one I just don't like as much as the Ben Nye powder. I feel like this one is actually a little bit more white based, whereas the Ben Nye powder is actually a true yellow base, and like I can see it. Like, I look paler when I use this on my face, and I don't really like how it makes my skin look. But I think for a cheaper alternative, it's gonna be great. I think for someone who's a lighter skin tone than me, it might look good, but it makes my skin just look white and like kind of ashiness, kind of. Speaking of that, I do have the Ben Nye Luxury Powder because I did have to pick up some new ones to replace my other ones, just because I cannot run out of this stuff because it's amazing. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, like, just me holding it up right here, but so this is the Ben Nye with like the red writing on it, and this is the Makeup Revolution one. If you can kind of tell by the color, it's a little bit different. For $8, I think it's worth a try for you, especially if you're on a budget, but for me, I would rather splurge on the Ben Nye because it makes me look pale. This one obviously is in the color Banana. I get mine from Actors Attic in Dover, Delaware, so I wanted to mention it. I always go there to get it. I don't know why, I just have been going there for the longest time. It's just like going back. But I say this every so often. If you're interested in anything like the Ben Nye cosmetics, always try like anything that's similar to that. A lot of them are usually called something, Actors something. Any type of like mainstay, like costume store that never isn't like a holiday pop-up shop, a true like theater type costume store will most likely have Ben Nye products. So I would maybe try to see if there's any in your area so that you won't have to order it through the websites and pay a fortune for them, trying to get them from a different website that sources them out. So I picked up the banana powder, and then I also got the Ben Nye. This is their neutral set, so it's the colorless powder. This one was only $8, which is crazy. So this one though is, I think it's comparable to, is it the RCMA powder? But I wanted to see the difference between the Ben Nye and that one. I feel like honestly I'm gonna like this one a little bit better but I think that's because I'm just biased towards Ben Nye, and I really like Ben Nye. And then while I was there at Actors Attic, I also picked up some more of my Ben Nye luxury powder. This one is in the color Rose Petal. This seems like it might be kind of off for me to want to use, especially with me talking about the other powder making me look pale, but I actually really, really like this. I think it really brightens up the under eye and gives it, I don't know, just this brightness. The banana powder is what I usually use with when I'm like filming or taking pictures. This is my go-to powder, but for just every day, I love using the Rose Petal. I think it's so beautiful, even on my skin tone. I think it's great. And before I forget, because I kept forgetting anyways, I want to mention what's on my lips because this combination I'm like obsessed with right now. So first, I lined my lips with NYX lip liner. I think it's in the color Natural because I said in a different video when I got ready. And then I went in with ColourPop. This is their Ultra Matte Lip in the color Instigator. I mixed it a little bit with the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick. This is in the color Nude Beach. Oh my god, I'm like really hungry right now, so I keep burping. I just kind of dab this like in the center of my lips a little bit. And then for this glossy beautifulness effect, I added on the L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paint. This one is in the color Nude Star. Amazing lip gloss. It doesn't like disrupt anything that you've already had on your lips, and it's amazing. So good. So that's the combination that I have on my lips right now. I just want to share that with you guys. I also did a get ready with me on this look, which should already be up by the time this video goes up, so you guys can see how I got this look, but it was really simple. Anyways, I'm trying to be quick because I'm super hungry right now and I need a tissue, and my mom called me, so I need to call her back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys like when I show my makeup, and if you want to see more like get ready with me and just me doing my makeup, let me know because I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was kind of long, even though I tried my best to make it fast. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.